Let's look at Chapter 15, Lesson 1 Review, Number and Operations. Use rounding or compatible numbers to estimate the missing factor or quotient. Remember, estimate in order to get a sanity check. I know that if I did 40 times 20, I would end up getting 800. So I'm going to do 39 times what will equal 792. Using this information, remember you're going to estimate, so 39 times 20 is almost 792. For number 2, you need to think about how many times 78 can go into 639. I know that 78 is close to 80, and I would think 80 times what is close to 639, and I know that 8 times 8 is going to be 64, so I would do 8 as my estimated number. Thinking about this one, I can see that 18 would go into 37 2 times, so my estimated guess is going to be 20. For number 4, I can see how many times 6 would go into 532. I know that 6 times 9 would be 54, which is close to 53, so I would make this 90. Number 5, how many times does 22 go into 812? Well, in order to get 800, I would do 20 times 40, so I would use 40 in order to use 40 times 22 to get close to 812. For number 6, I need to think about how many times 5 would go into 48, and that would be about 9 times, so 51 times 9 would be close to 486. Looking at this, I know that 37 is going to be close to 40, and I know that 1,835 is close to 2,000. So I know that that would go in about 50 times. Looking at number 8, 82 times what equals 252? I know that 82 is close to 80. 8 times 3 would equal 24. Add a 0 to that, that would be 240, so that's a good estimate. 63 times what equals 4,776? I know 63 is close to 60, and I know that this is going to be close to 5,000. 6 times 8 equals 48, so 60 times 80 would equal 4,800, which is close to 4,776. Let's move on to data analysis and probability. Write the probability as a fraction. For 10 through 12, use this experiment. One card is picked from a deck of 10 cards, numbered 2 through 11, an even numbered card. I know that that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So that would be 5 out of 10 cards, or that's equal to 1/2. A number that's a multiple of 3, which would be 3, 6, 9. So that would be 3 out of 10 cards, or 3/10. A number that's a factor of 12. Factors of 12 would be numbers between 1 and 12, and then you have 2 and 6 and 3 and 4. 12 and 1 aren't part of the deck, but you have 2, 3, 4, and 6, which would be 4 out of 10 cards. You can reduce that. 2 goes into 4 2 times, 2 goes into 10 5 times to 2/5. For 13 through 15, use this experiment. One marble is picked from a bag with 5 red, 3 blue, 1 green, and 1 yellow. A marble that's not red. So that would be 3 plus 1 plus 1, and that's going to equal 5. So that would be a numerator of 5. And how many are there all together? Which would be 10. So that's going to equal 1/2. A marble that is either green or yellow, so that would be 1 plus 1, so that would be 2 out of 10. Or 2 goes into 2 1 time, and 2 goes into 10 5 times, 1/5. A marble that's not blue, so that would be 5 plus 1 plus 1, which is 7/10.